Introducing first, accompanied to ringside by Samantha Smart, from the Board of Education, the Classmaster.
The 6'2" Classmaster, accompanied to the ring by Samantha Smart, part of IQ Superior, is the Classmaster. And of course, she and Samantha Smart were mocking G.I. Jane in the back. That's how this matchup came to be. G.I. Jane challenging the Classmaster to a matchup. Of course, G.I. Jane used to be in Team IQ Superior, led by Samantha Smart. But of course, as we've seen over the last few months, that turned into a bad situation. G.I. Jane had to defend herself against not only the Classmaster, but also the disciplinarian. This is just another chapter in that book, David.
Well, here she comes, Samantha Smart. And they don't like her at all here. And as such, they don't like the Classmaster.
Well, can you blame them, David? I mean, Samantha Smart does tell them that their IQ is, well, on a whole nother level. Much lower than hers.
Those youngsters that were giving it to the Classmaster don't want to have her as a teacher.
No, certainly don't. You'd wind up in detention every day, David.
You may not learn anything.
And her opponent from Columbia, South Carolina, G.I. Jane.
And G.I. Jane always up for a challenge, David. You know, they were making fun of her because she lost her championship opportunity, but G.I. Jane has proven week in and week out that she's one of the most resilient competitors and always holds her head up high. That time in the service certainly helped develop that attitude.
Here she is, America's finest, G.I. Jane.
From Columbia, South Carolina, you see the look of intent on the face of G.I. Jane. And now as she takes off her hat and her dog tags, the Classmaster getting some last-minute taunts into the audience. Referee Charlie Wu in charge of this matchup as soon as the bell rings, and there it goes. G.I. Jane sending the Classmaster into the corner and immediately on the attack of the 6'2" Classmaster. Fully charged with a backsplash is G.I. Jane.
As this match gets underway, fans, remember, coming up, BK Rhythm. BK Rhythm is in action tonight. She'll be in there against Sasha Sparks, one half of Team Spirit. And I believe Pep Riley will be at ringside, as well as Gigi Gianni and Little J Boogie. Of course, they'll be on BK Rhythm's side.
And David, I hear a rumor that you've got a special interview coming up with Jesse Jones.
No doubt about that.
I'm looking forward to that. Maybe it'll go a little bit better than my interview with Reina Del Rey did a few weeks ago. Nonetheless, the Classmaster taking G.I. Jane, using her head and just hair-feeling her across the ring.
Well, Jesse Jones stopped Americana's momentum in that match against the champion Abilene Maverick. Jesse Jones, we had no clue she was even in the building. And Jesse Jones, as you see in that insert right there, Jesse Jones took Americana for going up to the top rope and possibly finishing off the Wild Champion. Jesse Jones stopped Americana from possibly becoming the Wild Champion.
Classmaster sends G.I. Jane down with a very powerful clothesline, and the height of that leg drop was absolutely amazing. Dropping knowledge, if you will, on G.I. Jane was the Classmaster.
Well, that was 6'2" of dynamite coming down on G.I. Jane.
That's right, she got a little extra height as she jumped up in the air now. Full Boston Crab applied to G.I. Jane. G.I. Jane working her way around, able to get out of the maneuver, but still, you can see the damage has been done by the Classmaster because G.I. Jane barely had enough gas in her tank to kick Classmaster off. G.I. Jane staying in this matchup. Ooh, and the Classmaster connects right on that knee of G.I. Jane. We know G.I. Jane's finishing maneuver is the DD214, but that'll be hard to pull off if she takes out the knee of G.I. Jane now as the Classmaster has the Scholar collar submission locked in. Samantha Smart sending words of encouragement to her client, the Classmaster, or associate, if you will. Classmaster charges. And G.I. Jane, we've seen her do this before. 3 clotheslines in a row. Can she connect the 3rd time to the Classmaster? No. Different game plan. Side suplex. The maggot drop. Will it be enough? No. Charlie Wu says not quite enough to walk away with the victory. Classmaster using the ropes to get back to her feet. G.I. Jane now. Standing tall. G.I. Jane charges. Classmaster able to move out of the way. Classmaster taking it to G.I. Jane. And again, fans, coming up, you don't want to miss it. Our main event tag team championships on the line. Sweet Heat get a shot against the champions, the Mother Truckers now, as the Classmaster has G.I. Jane up on the top turnbuckle.
Now maneuvered her into that backbreaker. G.I. Jane able to get out of it.
Backbreaker submission, but Samantha Smart hooks the leg of G.I. Jane, costing her just a very precious second. Classmaster kicks the wheel out of G.I. Jane. Ooh! And there's a big boot straight to the bush of G.I. Jane.